is and my mental number is 1223157. So basically, Islamic judiciary is one of the key aspects that Islam emphasizes in human life. A judge is known as al-qadi, which is a person who delivers judgment or makes decision on legal matters. The concept of the judiciary in Islam is referred to an Arabic term which is al-qada. The role of a judgment is a noble task that is clearly stated by Allah SWT in Surah An-Nisa, verse 135. In addition, the hadith where the Prophet ﷺ highlights the importance of the judicial rule and the necessity for judges to uphold the justice with the just. This discussion raises questions about the eligibility and sustainability of women for being judges. The jurists have differed in determining the actual ruling regarding the status of women holding the judicial position. This issue has been debated with various viewpoints because there is no exact laws that explicitly prohibits or allowing the appointment of women judges. Their views can be summarized into three classifications of rulings. The first one is strictly prohibits, and the second one is allow it unconditionally, and the last opinion is permits it with the exception only for the certain cases. The first opinion that prohibits women from holding position as judges without any exception, even in cases where the witnesses from the woman is acceptable, is the view from the majority of scholars, which is the Jumhur Fuqaha, consisting of the Maliki, Shafi'i, and Hanbali. These scholars outlines that one of the conditions for the validity of the appointment of a judge is a man. If the authorities do appoint women as judges, then the appointment is void. All judgment, issue, or decision made in any proceeding are invalid and cannot be enforced. This opinion of the majority of Fuqaha is based on the evidence from the Quran, Sunnah, Ijma, and also Dalil Aqli. The second opinion is from the Ibn Jarir al-Tabari, Ibn Hazm, and also Dr. Yusuf Qaradawi, said that it should be for women to make a judge in all matters without limitation to certain cases only. Ibn Hazm argued that as long as a woman is qualified, then there is no exception in Islamic law if they want to be appointed as the judges. This view is supported by the evidence from the Quran, which is stated in Surah At-Tawbah, verse 71. The second argument is Ibn Hazm argued that women can be appointed as mufti, therefore women should also be appointed as the judges. This is also considered as a qiyas according to Ibn Jarir views. The third one, Hazm argued with the appointment of a woman known as Shifa as the ruler of the market by Sayyidina Umar. The last opinion is stated by the Hanafi school, which allow for conditional permission, which is the women are permitted to be the judges in cases related to property, but prohibits women from being a judge in hudud and qisas cases. This view was also used in Malaysia when the Fatwa Committee of the National Council for Islamic Religious Affairs of Malaysia decided that women should be appointed as Syarie judges in cases other than hudud and qisas cases. Due to the Islamic Judicial Administration in Malaysia being under the jurisdiction of the state, so each state in Malaysia has its own justice administration and organization according to their own framework. However, in Singapore, there is no specific fatwa, but appointment of Ustazah Raihana Khalid as the judge of the Syariah Court. From a legal perspective, there is no issue with the appointment of a woman as the Syariah judges because the Administration of Muslim Law Act does not stipulate that the president of the Syariah Court must be male. Therefore, the appointment of women as judges in the Syariah Court in Singapore can be considered as not contrary to Islamic law. It is important to note that the jurisdiction granted to the Sharia Court in Singapore is limited, as it does not handle cases involving hudud and qisas cases.
My name is Nurdania Kristina binti Hazmi and my message number is 1223052. I will talk about the appointment of female Syarie judges according to the Malaysian legal framework. In 2010, the Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur appointed its first two female judges to the Syariah Subordinate Court, who are Rafidah Abdul Razak and Suraya Lamdi. Regarding fatwa, the Malaysian National Fatwa Council issued a ruling in 2006 state that women might serve as judges except for hudud and qisas cases. According to the Federal Constitution, a candidate for judgment must be a citizen and have at least 10 years of legal experience. Based on Article 8.2 state that grant every citizen have right to equal opportunities and private discrimination on various grounds, which is including gender. Framework. The selection must be guided by each state's legislative framework and require the approval of the state head of the Islamic religion. According to the Federal Constitution, List 2, non-schedule, it says that each state has administrative authority over Islamic religious matter. According to the law, there aren't any notable variation among states in terms of the requirement for selecting judge for the Sharia Court. Candidate for the position of the judge of the Sharia Subordinate Court must be employed by the government under the Sharia Officer Service Plan, and judge of the Sharia Subordinate Court are not required by stated to be men. It is allowed both men and women to be a judge. For the selection to the Sharia High Court, the candidate must be knowledge about Islamic law, which is Hukum Syara, or at least have 10 years of experience as a judge, registrar, prosecutor, lawyer, or other Sharia Subordinate Court official. Furthermore, male is not a requirement for appointment to this role in the current legal regulation. Women can therefore be appointed as judge at all levels of the Sharia Court in accordance with the current legal framework. Sharia, Appeal Court, High Court, and Subordinate Court. On Section 43 of the Administration of Islamic Law Federal Territories Act 1993 outlined the criteria for the appointment of Sharia High Court. First, the judge of the Sharia High Court may be appointed by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong on the ministerial recommendation by following following consultation with the majlis. Second, if a person is a citizen, they are eligible for the appointment. Beside, he has served as a judge of a Sharia subordinate court, a qadi, a registrar, or a Sharia prosecutor of a state, on occasion, one or the other, for a minimum of 10 years prior to his appointment, or he is a person who are knowledgeable in Islamic law. Third, those who had the position of a qadi of the enactment are carrying out judicial duties just prior to the beginning of this section will continue to serve as the Sharia High Court judges. Then, the Gazette will all publish the appointment made in accordance with the provision. To conclude, it is allowed a woman to be appointed as a judge. Next, it is the appointment of female Shari judges according to the Singapore legal framework. In Singapore, using the Administration of Muslim Law Act, govern the appointment of judge for Singapore Sharia Court. According to Section 34A Clause 1 of the administration, with the appointment of court presidents. It is not requirements are outlined in the law for the appointment or selection process. Singapore Sharia Court justices are chosen and trained in a manner that resembles the common law system that the British introduced in the area. In 2017, Ustazah Raihana Abdul Khalim being the first female judge in March 2017. The selection is based on criteria, qualification, and experience of the candidate. Moreover, Singaporean law does not need any formal education or other specialized training for appointments to any of the seats in the Sharia Court. Hence, there are no educational requirements for being a judge in Singapore. A degree in law or any other area of Islamic studies is considered suitable by that point, and candidates holding a diploma in Islamic studies and Sharia are also including. In Singapore, there isn't a specific training program for Islamic judges. For members of Sharia Judicial Institution without prior formal legal training, the Malaysian Ugama Islam Singapore (MUIS) offered a civil law course in 1999. The Singaporean legal system, equity, the law of evidence, civil process, family law, and professional practice were among the subjects discussed in the course of MUIS.
Hello, my name is Faizal Fatihah binti Dr. Asli, my matric number 1223058. Okay, I will continue to discuss about the women Sharia judge in Malaysia and Singapore. Let's start in Malaysia. In Malaysia, the law does not prohibit women from being appointed as Sharia judge. For example, the Administration of Islamic Law Act 1993 and various state enactments permit women to serve as a judge. However, states have different views. In 2006, fatwa allowed women to handle cases except those involving hudud and qisas. Despite this, Penang has not accepted women Sharia judge. Because of that, women Sharia judge were first appointed in Malaysia 2010. By 2018, there were 33 women Sharia judge across 9 states. Notably, Selangor and Melaka have empowered women in Sharia courts, and we have seen appointments to higher courts like the Sharia Court of Appeal. Initially, women Sharia judge were limited to family law cases and excluded from handling wali hakim application. Over time, progressive states expand their authority to cover all cases. However, conservative states still impose restrictions, limiting their rules to specific type of case. Okay, now let's look at Singapore. Singapore operates under a universal legal system. All laws, including Sharia law, are governed by the central government under the Administration of Muslim Law Act (AMLA), which defines the jurisdiction of the Sharia Court over Islamic family law. Because of that, the first woman Sharia judge, Ustazah Raihana Abdul Khalim, was appointed in 2017. This was a significant milestone. In 2020, Cik Boy Ghazali became a senior president of the Sharia Court, further enhancing women representation in leadership roles. Women Sharia judges in Singapore have the same responsibility as their male counterparts. They handle marriage, divorce, maternal, child custody, and the division of matrimonial assets. Their decisions reflect a balance between Islamic teachings and modern social needs. Okay, between Singapore and Malaysia, let's compare these two countries. Malaysia operates under a federal state system where states have the power to regulate Sharia courts to leading variation. In contrast, Singapore has a centralized legal system under AMLA to ensuring consistency. Besides, in Malaysia, the acceptance of women Sharia judge varies by states has been gradual. In Singapore, equality in appointment was established much earlier with women holding leadership roles. Next, Malaysia imposed restriction in some states, such as excluding women from wali hakim case and hudud and qisas case. Singapore, on the other hand, grants female judge full jurisdiction without any gender-based limitation. And then lastly, Malaysia has made progress but remain fragmented due to its federal system. Singapore demonstrates a more unified and inclusive approach, adapting to a society change more rapidly.
My name is Itiminan Irwan. My matric number is 1223162. So I will continue about the challenges of women as Shari'i judges. First one, let's see from the perceptions of female judges in Sharia courts. Whether the women competent enough to be judges. So in Muslim community, they still adopt the women's ability for such position because they say that women tend to be less objective, too emotional, and their intellectual level is considered inferior to men. So to answer their presumptions, so right now, as we know, many women already in higher institution, rather compared to men. And the second one, they are more disciplined and hardworking, and also they have the desire to learn and gain the knowledge. Second, there is the question whether women judges rule differently or making decision differently compared to the male judges, particularly in such case like family law or women's rights. So in this case, there is no difference between male judges and women judges in making their decision. Just to let you know that women have the empathy, and we can view it as virtue to enable the female judges to understand the emotion or situation of the parties properly. Next, we will see the challenges of women as Syarie judges in the era of globalization. As we know, the nature of a woman itself have the challenges, such as the challenge from the profession itself, and also the personal responsibility of a female, such as a wife or a mother. So, in this case, the women should be sufficiently educated, experienced, and committed to prove themselves that they're capable and can be the moral Sharia judges. The last one, there is a statement which is they say that women, they will be more subject to partiality and prejudice, especially in the matters concerning gender or family affairs, like I said earlier, because of they say that affected by the personal experience. But however, most of the judges, whether male or the women judges, they are bound by the principles of justice based on the Sharia law, which is it is fair, and then the judge, they judge based on the law and the facts that presents before them. So that's all from me. Thank you. In conclusion, today the capability and the competence of women to hold any of the important position in high-ranking roles should not longer be questioned. This is because right now, there are many Muslim women that contribute to the nation's development, such as educating the future generations and societies in their ways. This is also tandem with Singapore, which is they also open the judiciary system of appointment of the women as the Syarie judges that can reflect the more mature society that can embrace change. And the appointment of women as Syarie judges not only affects the judicial department but also the society regarding the issues such as women's rights and all the family matters. And then the last one, the women judges can deliver fairer, more balanced justice and help to contribute to a more inclusive system for all levels of the society. That's all from us. Thank you.